Explain that when I was a kid, I used to go over to my grandma's house a whole lot, and my grandma had this candy dish on her counter. And in this candy dish, you wanted to get there first. You wanted to get there before your siblings and your cousins because they would take all the candy and leave black licorice.
That's my fave.
I hate black licorice with a passion, but that is a metaphor. I kind of take the black licorice as a metaphor for our skin. And like who you are more likely to choose first, as in like colorism thing. And how I've learned to discard that, and a specific person made that possible for me. So they are defined as the black licorice in this poem. I remember the day I met you. Ever since then, I've been conflicted. I misused you because you were my influence, and sometimes with me, you did the same. You were like the black candy stuck at the bottom of my grandmother's candy dish. The candy I never wished to take. You hijacked my taste buds. In the exterior of your black licorice, you hid your true form. Now you make storms in my mouth as I taste you. I can't dream of a day where I'd care to waste you. You were the forbidden fruit. But now when you look at me and I look at you, our eyes scream volumes, yet our mouths remain silent. I am a prisoner behind the bars of your sweet romance. I have the right to remain silent. I despise your infinite talent to disguise, guzzle time like hard candy coats the gooey gum center. That's flavor is in every sense of the word finite. Finite, it means it doesn't last long. I wish the time would last a while with you. Much like juicy fruit. In the beginning, you can relish the awe-inspiring flavor. Knowing it's coming to an end, you try to savor the taste, but before you know it, all 100% of your 35 cents has gone to waste, and that whole pack is gone within an instant. I wish our time was more like gum. That way I could stretch it out as I strictly listen to every word you spew from your mouth. Your utterances become like doctrine, and I study you religiously. Much like religion. Religion, much like syrup, you have to stick with it. Can you stick with me? Can I stick with you? Can you go the distance? Sometimes I wonder if you can feel the distance. Or am I the only one who feels galaxies away when I'm sitting right next to you, so far away that in the dead of night I sweat profusely. I abruptly awake from my dreams of you to check my altitude. You've got me sprung and strung up in your web of Laffy Taffy, but don't go laughing at me just yet. I'm glad it happened. I'm honestly glad I'm stuck. Just my luck I get to be stuck with you. Remember that Laffy Taffy analogy from a couple lines back? Well, it reminded me of how you've given me way more than just a laugh or two. I just love to laugh with you. But it's kind of sad when you're not here, because those same laughs, they disguise tears. I dwell on the fact that I don't know if when you're alone, you want me there, because I want you here. Sometimes I wonder if we could compare silences across hemispheres. I know that it's hard to swallow, way too much to follow, but I can assure you that I wring nothing but truth inside this heart that's hollow. I speak nothing but truth inside these chocolate-covered candied bars that I'm trapped behind, and I have an undying sweet tooth, and I'm afraid that the only way to soothe my mind is to get one more taste of you, to engulf my palate with that tang I miss. And I thought I would never say this, but that is before you made me realize the truth behind my grandmother's candy dish. So hijack my taste buds again and end my excruciating withdrawal of black licorice.